feelings start to change. One look into your eyes and I'm floating far away. I've never been here before. I don't know the score, but I never want
It's looking like a 6-9 half. JDC, listen, he's had an unbelievable few rounds, but it just isn't meant to be. And it's 10-5 at the turn, big up by 5. Can they get it done, and can they close this series? We find out after the break.
Я имею право.
So let's see if they can get it done here. Early spam towards ramp Frozen, I think just setting the feelers out. Searson taking a big chunk of damage. Dexter in the meantime, fast towards B. And well, there you go, 2 kills, catching Keto off guard.
Yeah, and Crimbo holding a crack peak angle, doesn't get anything for his troubles. Tabson trying to deal with Frozen, but Delay Bird eventually dealt with, so A-side lurk no longer a necessity to consider. The call to save here from Big. You see Crimbo backing away very rapidly. You think about the way this round plays out and what Big are feeling things out with, because Frozen's throwing utility over at A. He's spamming Searson off the angle at the crane, and this feels like a pretty normal default round, I think, from a CT versus what the T's are doing perspective. Then you get Dexter so progressed up over B. Big, I think, maybe have just caught unaware that that was the intention for Mouse, because Frozen was alone. There's nobody alongside him to make sure that he can't get pushed, but he's still able to lock down A and make sure that Big can't get too much information for free.
As you said, I feel like they were lulled into the norm, right? The false sense of security is they're showing presence towards ramp, let's just chill. And before you know it, I'm not sure if the noise cue was muffled or whatever, but it was a very, very fast, pacey play towards B. And it's caught them completely off guard. Mouse themselves, AKs galore for Big. The continual saves does mean they can go for an investment here, and they've made a fairly deep one. There's a FAMAS, there's AKs, there's orbs. There's plenty of chances, and I mean plenty of chances that Big can take this round. But still, Mouse with the weapons game, and now the numbers game. Dexter finding another opener, and it's Keto to fall once more.
So damn speedy. About how they're getting these entries over at B, and you can see that's forcing them to play very defensive here on the side of Big. Look for reinforcements over that B site as well. It's pulled resources away. That's why Searson has to take this angle on the AWP, but a deep ramp smoke, I think, thrown from his teammates to alleviate a little bit of stress. Searson loves these angles above the box. Plays at T side, plays at CT. Confidence to hit it faster than his opponent can.
Slow. Starting to pick up the pace a little bit here. Mouse towards ramp. Looking for their chance. Nades tossed in. Counter flashes thrown. Everything in the books just lobbed towards the side of Mouse to see if they can do any damage. Tizian on the jump spot will pick up some very crucial information that there will be a B play. He tries to make his way through his own smoke. Not meant to be. Tabson ducking, weaving between the corners. Finds one. Finds a second. The FAMAS, it's in fact Crimbo with the flames to pick it up, but still, it's a solid defense, and that forces Mouse's hand. They're going to go back towards A, and it's Searson, the only man cut out for the job, the AWP in hand. The rotation from Crimbo's coming in, but I don't think it'll be in time. With 10 seconds left, Searson will find one, and the follow-up frag as well, and Searson, he holds. Crimbo shall shine, and that is Big up to 14. What a round from the AWPer.
Oh, the setup and the reaction from Big was so well done as well. The Molotov as well to make sure they can't go into that B site so freely. That's what makes it so that Tabson can get those 2 kills. Sure, Crimbo finishes it off with the flames, but even with Searson, you know, giving up position on that A bomb site, he took a risk. He put himself exposed to both the entrance to the A bomb site as well as that short side presence, but just took a gamble that Mouse were going to run numbers into that site because they lacked resources. Fantastic read and fantastic execution. Only 2 shy of now securing themselves into this upper bracket, forcing Mouse to the lower. 1-for-1 exchange over at A. That's Tabson. Poison A trying to deal more damage, coupled with the teammates. You know, Big love a nade stack. Again, they just don't give up ramp for free. It's never open territory here for Mouse. There's always a second plan for Big.
And it is aggressive towards ramp. Tabson, the unconventional, standing in the middle of ramp. JDC caught a little bit off guard. Fortunately, the reaction from Frozen is a good one. He swung wide. Tabson traded. And a 3-on-3 molly into his position. But no one to react from it here. So, I mean, a good use of util. Unfortunately, Mal's not to capitalise off the back of it, though. So here we go. Flashes in. Crimbo himself looking for an advanced position. Emas out towards B. This could either make or break the Mal's decider of Vertigo. If he kills Keto, it's the B bomb site left open, but if he doesn't, And this could be Keto with all 3, and unfortunately that could mean big up to 15. Slips the neck. Keto, 4-3. He's round by 5, but now we'll double check and triple check the sight as it's Torzy's head on the floor as well. Frozen, the last man standing. 18 seconds left. Frozen looking confused. He does not know what's just hit Mouse. And unfortunately for them, it might just be the movement to the lower bracket, because it is big now map points and, well, series point away from facing Entropic tomorrow.
Man, Keto just does such a good job as this anchor. Doesn't move a muscle, has utility sailing his direction, gets flashed up, and just holds true to it. Doesn't try to transition, doesn't try to fall back, plays his angle, and just lets Mouse make the mistake. You saw the reaction as well. Torzy spinning all over the place, trying to figure out where his teammate's just been shot from, and Keto just decapitates. Another standout game from the stand-in here for Big. Not exactly like he's unfamiliar with the roster and the way they operate, but showing that he's definitely got the extra metal that's needed for Big to take this over the line. Another tack used here from Mouse, and maybe their last. You know, they've got one more in the tank, but don't have a lot of rounds to play with. One AK that's saved on over is the only one that they'll have as well for some of these entries, and you just have to rely on somebody like Frozen to get these openers.
Wow. Big sigh for me, but an even bigger one for Mouse, because it is 8 in a row. That is what they're at right now. 8 in a row required for them to push the boat to overtime, and unfortunately, it's not like they have another map to rely on. This is the decider of the series. And this really is their time to shine. Dexter looking towards ramp early on. Smoke's dropped. Molly's tossed in. And the Tech-9 just looking to try and batter the defense a little bit, but a nade in his face will go a long way. As Big, the early HP lead, not to mention they've got all the weapons, the fire rate and range in the world over Mouse right now. And so the passive game is one that will stick out. Mouse need to find some way back into. Molly tucked in by Tizian. Look at this, it's a split push. Beamer's just going for heroics. They know they're desperate for rounds. It is not meant to be. JDC at least for the trade. The flashbang too early. The call to turn was just too soon. And Tizian will find a freebie of a second. Keto going aggressive towards B. Dexter caught out. Bomb dropped as well. And the beginning of the end, it seems. Sure, Tizian, he is going to get taken down. But Torzy out of the game. And Big, 16-7. They have themselves the upper bracket game against Entropic tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, what a performance from Big. We got really concerned, I think, moving into that second map and having Mouse be so dominant. I think a lot of people would have painted Big as the favorites. They 3-0'd at the RMR. Mouse didn't make it to the major, where Big have their sights on bigger goals, where, I mean, Mouse just looked so good. And then when we enter this third map, things just started so damn slow, only for things to pick up towards the tail end of that first half. I think that Mouse just, without that slow start, maybe that there's a chance that this one is competitive, but Big, I think, were the favorites. They're deserving of this upper bracket slot, but we're not completely done with Mouse just yet. We actually are going to be able to refocus on them in a game against EC Kyiv, which will be a very interesting one.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think Mouse definitely looked insane on Overpass, and they had a really good chance to win this series. I think Nuke was just costly. They lost too many 2vx situations. Vertigo, I'm not sure if their head was in the game or whatever the scenario was, but too many crucial rounds lost, and unfortunately too many 4v5 slips. It is what it is though, Yumi. Fortunately, with the way this works, there is a lower bracket. As you said, they're playing EC Kyiv in an hour or so, and we get to watch that one here on the A stream as well. So it's not the end of the road, but it just means they have to do it the hard way to see them into Dallas.
Yeah, we're going to take a bit of an extended break here. Be back right here, right now for EC Kyiv versus Mouse in the lower bracket. Loser goes home and doesn't have a chance to continue into the Intel Extreme Masters Dallas closed qualifiers. That'll be at 7 p.m. CEST. Don't be late. We'll see you around. We'll be back after a bit of a break.